How much did war or revolution impinge on how lives were lived? How much did society adapt to or ignore disruption? Did the conventional structures of society break or merely bend under them? Were there other forces that shaped life and how it was lived as much or more than revolution or war? By asking such questions, our inherited and uncritical assumptions about just how violent Ireland was, even how much Ireland was or was not changed by revolution and war, can be challenged. Might we see how little rather than how much Ireland suffered if we see it in the light of how much lives were called on to endure in other countries' experiences of war? If for some, life managed to potter on, what does that ask of our obsessions with the political and military history of this period, of our categorisation of this period by those very terms? And do these kinds of questions contest the grand narratives of war and revolution as being the central experiences of Irish life? Here, an anecdote might help. An elderly woman from the west of Ireland, when asked what she thought about the end of the Great War, replied with a question: "What war?" Apocryphal as this might be, it should give us something to think about. Crises of war and revolution are surrounded and relieved by all sorts of normalities going bravely or indifferently on, regardless of what might be falling apart around them. Combatants of all kinds still had their hearts broken, their hopes dashed, still found Charlie Chaplin funny when he fell down, still knew that there were new hats to buy, new songs to sing. Indeed, civilians or soldiers may have lived all the more intensely because of what war or revolution might at any moment bring. By looking at social lives lived in war's midst, we might see people as more than just soldiers or civilians or casualties of war. Looking might show us what people fought to protect, might show us what they longed to return to when all the fighting was done.